Namaste and welcome to the 96th episode of TeaTalk. This is your host, Dr.Shilu. Today again, I have a very special guest for you. Talking about my guest today on this platform where we talk about family and career. He has not only established himself as a very successful entrepreneur, but he has helped countless people, numbers of people to achieve their dreams, whether it is in education, migration, professional development, you name it. He has been there serving community since many years. So today, it's my honor and joy to welcome the Director of BIZZ Education, Mr. Kirito all the way from Sydney, Australia. Let me welcome him. Good morning. Welcome to TeaTalk.
Thank you, Shiluji.
So you are in Sydney, Australia. How's the weather?
Hazur?
Kasto छ weather त्यहाँको त्यस्तो राम्रो ठाउँमा बस्नुहुन्छ?
It's perfect. It's summer and you feel like summer today. हिजो त पानी परिरहेको थियो, like it's pretty fluctuating हजुर आजकल चाहिँ. तर आज it's a really good weather.
I'm surrounded with snow here in Colorado.
The contrast.
एकदमै. अनि पहिला मैले when I was introducing you, I kind of mentioned you are not only a very successful entrepreneur, but you have helped countless people to achieve their dreams. That is how I see you. But tell us about yourself.
Oh, yeah, yes, I take it like definitely, Kineki, it's been years and years, and I've been in the industry, especially in the migration industry since 2011. So probably I made a difference in some people's lives, like where they could, convert themselves into the better like visas and situations. Okay, I'll introduce myself first. My name is Kirito. I live in Sydney, Australia. I'm a registered migration agent and also the education agent. I have my own practice. I started the education in 2008, 2008, and I started practicing migration since 2011. I started working with the immigration law. I never had an idea about this industry. I studied in India. I studied in South India, 11 and 12. I came back to Nepal and I went to Pune. I did my bachelor and master degrees from Symbiosis College in Pune. And I worked at Wipro. And then I came back to Nepal and daddy mommy school I helped them at school as well for 1 year. And I came to Australia to study in 2006. I was so much associated with education industry, and plus my grandfather, like he was also in education, mommy, and he like I came to study, and he like and education was my opportunity. I was at university and I'm a professor. While it's okay, he's got different businesses like usko juice ko and import. He was a professor too. He has a newsletter or university and he wanted to do this education agency kind of thing, and he migration and he was trying to select people from the class itself. Okay. Who has a good score about she selected top 4 guys from the class, and okay, I got shortlisted luckily. And then he interviewed us, and because of those backgrounds, I talked about my grandfather, my mom, and all the schools and all the industry. Plus, he also, like, I got an opportunity. I got through the thing, and then I joined his company, and that time I was a student. Migration company was there, so I came to know about the migration industry. Like, I started working alongside 2 Australian lawyers, accredited Australian lawyers like Stuart Colson and Ray Turner. So I got an idea that they were making difference in people's lives. And I thought like I should embark on this profession as well. And so in 2011, I started started education agency with them. Then they asked me that if you want to be part of them within the umbrella as a department, one department, or you want to do a separate thing. So that time my mom was so mom ko tyo jun momile jun मैले discuss gare and she said Babu you should start your own this is probably a best time for you to do that and they are actually offering like you could be part of us kids say like you can be your own and you can still work with us.
Right.
So that was a breakthrough. किनकि त्यो गरेपछि चाहिँ I didn't know कि I could do that and त्यसपछि मम्मीले चाहिँ you should do that भनेपछि चाहिँ I thought okay let's give it a try. भनेर त्यसपछि चाहिँ I started and I started getting some income and I told mom I'm getting this much of money so that was a kind of thing. And so it just went on after that. And this was 2011, I thought I should go into the migration profession as well. This I say porno for law. So I studied graduate certificate in migration law and practice. This I started practicing migration and started my own practice as well. त्यसपछि हामीले नेपालमा नि मैले अफिस एजुकेसनको लागि चाहिँ हामीले खोली फेरे त्यसपछि yes met hundreds and thousands of people and tried my best and yeah a lot of people are still in touch actually Osti like somebody who I met like 10 years ago and like he remembered me for and then he said okay I want to bring somebody and for migration purpose and like can you please help or I want to service so something like that. So probably they probably still remember when I think probably they felt something. So yeah that's how I started my journey and yeah it's going on now. It's on and yeah so blessings from family and God and everyone around and my wife, my mom, my grandfather, grandmother and everyone in the family probably they have contributed a lot.
Of course. And the second question I was going to ask you about some of the choices, but you have already mentioned some of them, right? I'm like,
oh yes,
even as you are so young, dynamic. त्यति मात्र आफूले गर्ने मात्र नभइकन as an entrepreneur you have helped others to grow at the same time, right? आफूले मात्र हैन कि अरूलाई पनि र यो प्लेटफर्ममा चाहिँ हामी फ्यामिली र करियरको सँगसँगै लगेर कुरा गर्ने हुँदा I would like to ask you what are some of the challenges being your own boss kind of, right? So
oh absolutely. The first it's full responsibility. It's your name there right now, goodwill pani huncha and like you have to really make sure ki you're doing the right thing all the time and hamro compliance huncha and at the same time you got kids and family and सबभन्दा biggest challenge the working age ma working life ma चाहिँ त्यही नै जस्तो लाग्छ family ma like how to balance the time of family and work. First month I felt really guilty because kind of like first few years that you really have to dedicate yourself and you बिहान जाँदा पनि अब छोरी सुतिरहो नि बेलुका आउँदा पनि सुतिरहो नि so I just have that guilt कि हैन यो त it's अब 1 वर्ष 1.5 वर्ष त त्यस्तो भयो त्यसपछि I thought no this is not right किनकि I'll miss those moments. अब weekend मा त of course like weekend मा चाहिँ अब like I used to be there for them. तर weekdays मा पनि I never used to feel good but at the same time उता after responsibility भएपछि family is there for you but if you do something wrong अब अरूहरूले त they won't consider that भन्ने हिसाबले चाहिँ त्यही भएर त फ्यामिलीको सेक्रिफाइसहरू छ वाइफको बच्चाहरू पनि इन अ वेज त्यो चाहिँ बिगेस्ट च्यालेन्ज हो त्यसलाई ब्यालेन्स गर्न चाहिँ त्यो पोइन्ट अफ टाइममा चाहिँ गाह्रो भयो जब आफूलाई त्यो गिल्ट र त्यो फिलिङ भयो रियलाइजेसन भयो त्यसपछि चाहिँ आई मेड एन एफर्ट अलिकति बिजनेस पनि एक्सपान्ड हुन थाल्यो अनि डेलिगेट गर्न थाले कामहरू अनि अलिकति ब्यालेन्स आउट हुन थाल्यो त्यसपछि चाहिँ यु मेक ए कन्सियस एफर्ट कि यु आर देयर फर देम वेक अप इन द मर्निङ अनि अब स्कुलको लागि रेडी गर्यो you talk at least you get a chance to talk to them हैन अनि बेलुका आउँदा नि अलिकति चाँडै आयो ल ढिलो भए पनि नेक्स्ट डे यु मेक अप टु इट अनि किचन विकेन्डमा यु से ओके वी आर गोइङ देयर यु मेक अ प्लान कि त्यहाँ यु स्पेन्ड all those hours you missed out in the weekdays भनेर त्यो विकेन्डमा एटलिस्ट त्यो चाहिँ एकदम I think that's very much of a challenge हाम्रो most of the working age मा like धेरै अब एन्टरप्रेन्योर्सहरु प्लस इभन लाइक वर्किङ सब जसले काम पनि गरिरहेको छ उहाँहरुको लागि पनि होला तर त्यो चाहिँ इनइभिटेबल हो तर we just have to manage तर अहिले त it's pretty good अहिले चाहिँ it's still busy life but it's not that किनकि अब अहिले चाहिँ अब हामी बाहिर गइरहेको हुन्छ यता अब उनीहरुकोसँग इन्टरेक्सन हुन्छ बच्चा नि ठुलो भयो अब अहिले चाहिँ it's pretty balanced out तर एउटा सर्टेन फेज थियो त्यो फेजमा त it was really a big challenge.
Definitely. And in such time, kind of like 24 hours are not enough for news. And
Right.
with that dad, you have to play with them. And by this and that, as a director, as the responsible person, as the leader, you have to like make your presence there. So it's hard. But what do you do despite all these roles as like the boss or the dad, all these roles? So what do you do to help yourself?
Normally, just to it's a very good question actually. किनकि it's like the monotonous routine. So office गयो घर आयो अनि फेरि you're with the kids and go to balance out. Also, I joined soccer. Like हाम्रो para park team soccer. Like Saturday, Sunday, I go there to play. अनि at times you just go out with the friends as well. Very rarely. अहिले चाहिँ हामी हाइकिङहरू पनि जान्छौँ. Like I play soccer and go for hike. You would say possibly that refreshes me in a way. It's kind of a boys' morning out. You go to soccer and you go for a coffee and you talk all the boys thing. Like it's in
this coffee there, and yeah, you live in such a beautiful place. So yeah, that's very refreshing for you.
At least it refreshes you. You're in different environments. I think we're always within those four walls. Gorayo office, at least you are going in a park or a ground, you're playing and exercising. Also fitness also is good. And it is a tournaments or Nepalese tournaments are अनि हाम्रो त्योहरु पनि मैले पार्टिसिपेट गरे and कति years अहिले त more than 10 years I've been playing soccer. त्यो त्यसले चाहिँ अलि ब्यालेन्स आउट गर्यो. डेफिनेटली हाइक भयो अनि अब हबी पनि त्यही हुँदै गयो. लाइक सकरले गर्दाखेरि साथीहरु भेट्यो अनि हाइकहरु जाने इन्ट्रेस्ट हुन थाल्यो. अनि त्यो पनि मेरो पर्पस पनि काइन्ड अफ लाइफमा त्यही थियो. लाइक अहिले अलिकति होल्ड ब्याक भयो. द ट्राभलिङ इज द बेस्ट थिङ. अनि अहिले ट्राभल गर्न नपाए पनि अहिले एटलिस्ट हाइक गर्न पाए मिनिस्किल लेभलमा. तर पछि टाइम पायो भने चाहिँ डेफिनेटली ट्राभलिङ इज व्हाट आई वुड लाइक टु डु. किनकि पर्पस अफ लाइफ, आई थिंक वान अफ द पर्पस अफ लाइफ इज टु explore around the world. You are just born in one dot, and God has given us this life to explore around the world as well. Different cultures, meet different people, and you learn and educate yourself, and that's another kind of education as well. And your mind opens up, and you become more wiser.
Definitely, you have been such an inspiration to many people, and I, like personally, also have been inspired by you in multiple ways.
Thank you.
So today I would like to ask, like, what would be your message to the young generation who want to like come to, I don't know, pursue their dream in education or other field? So what are some of your messages for them, advice for them?
Absolutely too. For the new generation, because I believe we are in the transition generation. Let's say computer invention, plus we use computers and like the mobile company uses plus technology to advance for you. Probably for the new generation, like it's probably like a story, and we struggle to preserve our culture, identity, and we want to pass it on to our kids. But नयाँ आउने generation जो उनीहरूको aspiration हुन्छ अहिले, I think it has social media has made a really big impact on that, especially if you talk about the international students. Or even it's good and bad, like how they take it. But कति मान्छेहरूको चाहिँ मेरो विचारमा चाहिँ expectationलाई चाहिँ balance र manage गर्न is very important. किनकि उनीहरूले त्यो social media मा चाहिँ they always see the good things, and they have their dreams like, oh, I'm going overseas. Our life is so beautiful and good. Of course it is, but at the same time, to reach there, you need to really work hard. So mentally or physically, people should think they need to test themselves. At your age, when you're like teenager or at that 20 to 30 years of life, I think that's the time for you to test yourself and take the challenge and move on. कति मान्छेहरूले चाहिँ धेरै एक्सपेक्टेसन ब्यालेन्स भएन भने चाहिँ दे गो इन्टु द डिप्रेसन. आइभ सिन फ्यु पिपल, उनीहरू धेरै हाई एक्सपेक्टेसन हुन्छ, आएपछि दे गेट अ सक एन्ड दे आर अवे फ्रम होम एन्ड दे डोन्ट हेभ अ सपोर्ट सिस्टम, अनि त्यसपछि चाहिँ लाइक दे गो इन्टु द्याट डार्क साइड. त्यही भएर चाहिँ लाइक इफ दे ब्यालेन्स इट आउट, लाइक ओके आई रियली हेभ टु वर्क हार्ड फर दिस एन्ड आइम रेडी टु वर्क टुवर्ड्स द्याट, त्यो काइन्ड अफ कन्सेप्ट ल्यायो भने चाहिँ they'll be winner. But some people of course could say, we have such a good easy life in Nepal. घरमा अब लाइक जे चाहे त्यही पाइहाल्छ, चिया ल्याइदियो यो गरिदियो भने यहाँ त अब आफैले नै चिया लिएर खुवाउनुपर्छ, कफी बनाएर खुवाउनुपर्छ, त्यो सिचुएसन आउँछ. त्यही भएर त्यो चाहिँ अब त्यो त्यो चाहिँ kind of like it's a education नै भनेर सोचेर आउनेहरूले चाहिँ okay I'm also going to be educated not only to study but that's education too. And that's an education of life. होइन अब त्यो kind of concept लिएर आइन्छ I think they'll be really a winner. तर कोही मान्छेले चाहिँ अब होइन it's really easy life, everything looks good, I've got friends अनि they are there for me भन्ने हिसाबले गऱ्यो भने चाहिँ अलिक गाह्रो हुनसक्छ किनकि सबैको लाइफ बिजी छ you have to really work on your own, you have to be independent अनि पैसाको भ्याल्यु थाहा हुनु पर्यो आउन साथ त आमा बाउको भ्याल्यु चाहिँ थाहा हुन्छ सबभन्दा फर्स्ट चाहिँ मान्छेहरूले होमसिकहरू हुन थाल्छ अनि दे रियलाइज ओ मेरो मम्मी ड्याडीले कति गरेको थियो पैसा भनेको त हो अहिले पो थाहा भयो अब सेभ गर्नुपर्छ त्यो पनि एजुकेसन हो त्यो खाइडको माइन्डसेट लिएर आउनेहरू चाहिँ मेरो विचारमा दे विल रियली डु वेल अनि त्यो आफ्नो सङ्गतहरू पनि डिपेन्ड गर्छ सकेसम्म मान्छेहरूले चुज गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ आफ्नो वरिपरिको मान्छे पनि अलि कम्पिटिटिभ अब एबल मान्छे अलिकति राम्रै खालको चुज गरे हुन्छ अब त्यो चाहिँ हजुर एक्ज्याक्टली त्यो चाहिँ एकदमै इम्पोर्टेन्ट जस्तो लाग्छ त्यो सिधै त्यो लिड बिट अफ रिसर्च लिड बिट अफ नलेज रिसर्च त्यो चाहिँ मेन्टली प्रिपेयर्डनेस भएर आयो भने चाहिँ धेरै नै सजिलो हुन्छ र एउटा प्लानिङ पनि चाहिन्छ रिसर्च गर्ने बानी र प्लानिङ चाहिँ चाहिन्छ त्यति भयो भने त आई थिङ्क लाइफ विल बी भेरी इजी तर त्यो एकैचोटि अरू ट्राभलिङ अरू कन्ट्रीमा नभएर एकैचोटि आएर इफ यु आर रियली एक्सपेक्टिङ अनि त्यति बेला चाहिँ प्रब्लम्सहरू आउन थाल्छ मान्छेहरूमा अनि म सबैलाई त्यही भन्छु इट्स लाइक commando training mentally physically you'll be tested so think you are in a commando training you'll be हजुर त्यो हिसाबले चाहिँ I think they will be very successful तर त्यो expectation balance चाहिँ गर्नु is very important for the new generation अनि हाम्रो यहाँको new generation बच्चाहरूलाई चाहिँ हामीले definitely we struggle to preserve the identity and the values and they need to pass it on. For the students, my aspirants, migrate it's very important that one.
Definitely. So if there is like now kids are young, you are a young dad yourself. So if time and money, those things are not the issue, what is one thing Kirti would like to do, whether in here or Nepal or anywhere?
Oh, definitely. I'll be traveling. The first thing I'll do is to go for every space camp. And that's the first thing I really want to do. Mommy pani asti gaise nari divasma, that was great. Ani tyo chai because a lot of people go from here and we belong to Nepal and many of us we haven't even explored the part of those part of Nepal and being in nature is a great feeling. Even hiking jandakeri the smell of those leaves to wet bhako त्यो पानी त्यो हामीले बच्चामा मात्र थाहा हुन्थ्यो अहिले it's pretty much we are within the four walls. They were traveling I think is very important. Like the other thing I would definitely do is like apart from all of these is explore Nepal, go all through these places, also the world, go to so many places like where you could meet so many different kind of people, cultures you get introduced to. So that's definitely something I would do like as soon as I have some time or I get time of this. Because I think that's because a lot of people ask what's the meaning of life, what is the purpose of life. I think that's one of the really important purpose. I don't know for others, but for me definitely it is because God has given us this life to explore. We are just born in one dot in the globe, so I really believe in that. So I would definitely explore.
Definitely
Traveling.
Many wishes for you. We are almost at the end of the talk as well. अहिलेमा आएर चाहिँ हाम्रो जो यो सुनिरहनु भएको audience चाहे US, Nepal, Australia, everywhere अहिले यो मिडियाले गर्दा त भनेपछि if they want to reach out to you for like what would be the best way?
Oh, they can always email me or they can always contact us through our website as well, and also like email or message, all of whatever the medium they can also contact through you as well. So yeah, I'll do my best to help.
You have mentioned that there's an office in Nepal as well.
Oh yes, we got 3 locations: Delhi Bazar, Kotagar, and Putali Sarak. We do basically education. It's a migration. Australia, we are pretty much we do both. But migration we do very actively, migration process everything. Yeah, we have 3 locations in Nepal. UK ma pani cha hamro, we also do UK and Brazil ma pani cha office. For Nepal, yes, Putali Sarak, Delhi Bazaar and Kathagar भन्छ.
What are some of the services like भन्नाले एजुकेसनको अथवा उनीहरूलाई पढ्नलाई के चाहिँ गर्न सकिन्छ त्यहाँबाट जसले इन्ट्रेस्टेड हुन्छ माइग्रेसनको
Definitely, definitely we provide like choices like counseling. We will tell them like what are the best thing they want to do, what they prefer, like what kind of studies and all, and the visa policies requirement. We are Nepal so we also inform them ki Australia आउँदाखेरि चाहिँ you should always go for work limitations student visa मा त्यही भएर चाहिँ कम आवर्स मा धेरै पैसा आउने कामहरु खोज्नुपर्छ जस्तो इभन लाइक अहिले हामीले बरिस्ताको कतिलाई ट्रेनिङहरु गरौ भनेर भनिरा छौं यहाँ चाहिँ एज केयर डिसेबिलिटीमा राम्रो छ शॉर्टेज अफ एम्प्लोइज पनि भइराछ जुन 2023 सम्म फुल वर्क राइट्स पनि गर्न पाउँछ स्टुडेन्ट्सहरुले तर हामीले यो सबै इन्फर्मेसनहरु दिएर पनि उनीहरुलाई चाहिँ लाइक काइन्ड अफ वी मेक देम लिभ इट रेडी किनकि उनीहरु if they are already prepared and even त्यो एज केयर डिसेबिलिटीले एउटा सर्टिफिकेट चाहिन्छ it costs I think around $1,500 त्यो सर्टिफिकेसनले उनीहरुले जब पाउने चान्सेस हाई हुन्छ त्यो पे रेटहरु एकदम हाई हुन्छ so we try to prepare them for something that when they come here हैन त्यहाँ उनीहरुले चाहिँ okay this is what I want to do र उनीहरुले अब in case अब उनीहरु definitely they are here to study अब पेरेन्ट्सहरुले पैसा गर्नु तर एटलिस्ट उनीहरुको पकेट मनी पनि 20 hours 40 hours फोर्टनाइटली गर्दा पनि उनीहरुले pocket money पनि गर्दाखेरि उनीहरुले they will still be happy they can spend and they can enjoy their life too with the pocket money so that kind of thing so that plus if they need like we are हाम्रो अफिस यहाँ भएर अब कसैको कोही छैन रे like रिलेटिभ छैन कोही सपोर्ट छैन भने नि we could still help them अब नेपाल अफिसबाट आयो भने like they can contact us here आएपछि अब कसैले पिकअप गर्ने मान्छे छ भने we can provide the airport pickup अब अकोमोडेसन चाहिँ विल ट्राई आवर बेस्ट अब शेयर अकोमोडेसनहरु पाउँछ हामीले त्यस्तोमा अर्गनाइज गरिदिन सक्छौं त्यस्तो खालको सर्भिसहरु पनि हामी दिन्छौं अलि धेरै जस्तो अलि कसैको साथीहरु कसैको कोही न कोही त भइहाल्छ तर स्टिल अब त्यहाँ कोही छैन अब आई डोन्ट वान्ट टु अप्रोच एनीबडी बट आई वान्ट टु बी इन्डिपेन्डेन्ट भन्ने मान्छेहरु हुनुहुन्छ र कसैको कोही छैन भने पनि वी प्रोवाइड एयरपोर्ट पिकअप सर्भिसेस विल ट्राई टु अरेन्ज द अकोमोडेसन एज वेल अनि also like opportunities कस्तो खालको जबमा छ हामीले नेपालबाट नै उहाँहरुलाई रेडी बनाएर ल्याउँछौं so that they are at least know about it like it's if they don't want to do it their choice but at least we tell them about कस्तो खालको जबमा चाहिँ राम्रो पेहरु छ like पाउने चान्सेस पनि आइछ भनेर
I kind of get the goosebumps hearing this किनभने म आफै पनि US मा आउँदा as a student आएको भएर र अहिले past 10 years I've been teaching in the university हरेक स्टुडेन्टहरुले यति धेरै स्ट्रगल गरिरहेको हुन्छ त्यो फेजमा गएर भन्दाखेरि you have been providing that all those services and help and that is really something I don't know I'm very proud of you like many other people your parents family all of us right so thank you so much for your time today and is there anything that I forgot to ask you and you want to share to our audience today
I think your program is really good I mean it's very niche and it really provides a message to a lot of people listening from different industry as well. So I think it will definitely help somebody listening somewhere. I hope that helps. And the only thing I say is keep doing this. You're doing a great job and great program and running a great program. Yeah, and we could be of any help. Definitely we are there for you as well. But definitely this is very, it's going to help a lot of people who are going to hear this. It's because like everybody from certain industries are talking about the experience and how things can be better. So yeah, I think it's going to reach the large mass someday and it's going to be really helpful. So you keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you so very much. And having a person like you who has inspired many and like touched life of many people, and definitely it will. So thank you so much for your time today. And my wishes are for you. Happy New Year.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity that you've given me and I wish you good luck as well.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.